Currently being live streamed. We'll just wait
Oh,
for the session to show.
this is super exciting.
I
Well,
know. And
I am used to a live Q&A format, so I don't see the comments on my end because I'm on the Zoom side. So please feel free to interrupt me at any point to ask questions. I really want to make this live, interactive. I want it to be useful to you. Who cares what I have to say? I want to know what you want to know, and I want to here to serve you.
Fantastic. So, we are live. Hey, Grace, question, why are you saying that? Is there a way in Restream that I can see the chat while we're here on Zoom?
I'm on the Zoom. I'm like the Zoom guest, so I don't see it on my side.
No. I was just saying,
but you should be able to see it on the Restream side.
Oh, okay. Can I screen share for a minute? And can that be our first lesson? You can show me how I can see that. Yeah. Guys, I told you, I bring people in so I can learn stuff as well along the way.
Well, let's see if I can do this. I always go live straight into the studio. So let me see.
Okay, I have created our studio event. I've shared our links and those sorts of things along the way. So I've created our studio event. This is new for me.
So you should be in the live event, right? So Beautiful. This is the event.
Yep. So this is our event. Yep. Fantastic.
Oh gosh, I don't know where the comments are.
I don't know where they are either, but that's okay. We'll work that out another day.
We'll work that out another day. Thank you so much.
Apparently, we are not going live to LinkedIn, but we are getting everywhere else at the moment. But that's apparently LinkedIn glitch. So I will stop my screen share and we will get started for today's session.
Okay. You might want to try again. You might want to try again with the LinkedIn. We did have a glitch with the LinkedIn. LinkedIn was having a glitch today that was like site-wide on their end. So it's been resolved. So please.
We will reconnect on LinkedIn later.
Yes.
We can't do everything at once. Sometimes, technology fails. And that is why we are here today talking with Grace Duffy from Restream about how we can add impact, we can add a little bit of oomph, we can create some amazing stuff when we're doing our live streams. As course creators, as educators, as business owners, we need to connect with our audience. And we know, Grace and I both know as marketers, and we've just been talking about appeasing the Facebook gods, we know that live is the preferred video form of content right now. However, which channel do you pick? How often do you do it? Where do you connect with your audience? Is your audience spread across everything else? And that is where Restream comes in, because it allows us to go to multiple places at once. And it means that we can connect with our audience in multiple ways. So Grace, I am so excited to have you here talking to us today about how we can add impact with our live streams when we're creating our courses or running live sessions or live webinars. I'm excited to see you here.
I'm excited to be here. Now, the first question I always throw out when I do these webinars is, what are you live streaming? What is your course about? Where are you going live? So please drop those in the comments and we will try to attend to them, because I like to find out what people are into. And is there there's a Q&A function here?
There's a Q&A function in here. I'll get the chat, and I will also get us on a couple of screens so I can see Facebook and YouTube live chats anyway.
Well, I will go ahead and get going on my presentation. So we are here today to talk about, let me see. Oh, Zoom.
Your screen. Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'm over here now. So I'll be looking this way while I present.
No, you keep looking at your camera where you are. You'll be fine.
Well, I moved the thing here. Let me stop sharing so I can put it in can I put it on the right? I put it on the right
look
screen.
At us video people. We want it looking in the right area.
Well, I was wondering where the Zoom camera would go. So I'm going to have to move the Zoom over here. Look at us doing this live on camera.
And this is the best lesson you can learn, because we're doing it live on camera and you guys get to learn it with us.
So here's the best tip. I use two screens. I have two monitors, one I present on and one that I actually watch the audience and watch everything on, because I am blind and I like to see everything in like large print. So, but you can do this on one screen one day. So let me share my screen with you of what I'm doing. Share. All right, here we are. So we are here today to talk about live streaming and course creation, particularly how to use Restream Studio to run your courses and your challenges. So I am here today. Oops, how do I go to the next screen? Okay, here I am. All right, why am I here and why do you want to hear what I have to say? I am Grace Duffy. I am the video content manager at Restream. And if you're not familiar with Restream, we're going to get deep dive into the tool later on in today's webinar. But basically what you need to know is it is a live streaming platform that helps you create professional live video within your browser and stream it to multiple online destinations. We go to over 30 online destinations. And our goal as a company is to help you amplify your reach and increase your awareness and also drive engagement for the content that you create, the content for content creators just like you. And we like to say that we create real-time experiences that help, or no, actually we help you create those real-time experiences. We facilitate it. And, we want to connect the skilled and the knowledgeable with the curious, which I think is your goal as well. So I am a live streaming evangelist. I am a live video host and podcaster. I produce and co-host a weekly show on social media marketing. In addition to my job at Restream, is called Social Media News Live. I love doing it. We talk about, it's every Friday morning at 10 a.m. my time, which I think is like, probably midnight for you.
Of the night our time. Okay.
Well, that's okay, because the beauty of live is that it actually replays, so you can catch it later.
Yes.
And I also manage our involvement in virtual events such as this. I oversee a phenomenal lineup of daily live shows hosted by a whole series of live streaming experts that, industry pros across all of the Restream channels. You can find this on our YouTube, our Facebook, and our LinkedIn. Yep. So would love for you guys to catch that. So let's talk about what we are going to learn today, because I'm definitely very goal-oriented. This is what we're going to do. I am here to give you a detailed and actionable look at how businesses like your own can fully leverage live streaming to market your courses, deliver your content, and also maintain and encourage and grow your communities around your courses, around your content, around the products you're creating. Beautiful. We're also going to take a deep dive into how you can use live video to captivate, connect, and build that trust with audiences. I have a bunch of ideas of how you can make those live streams fun, memorable, and it's particularly unforgettable. We want them to be unforgettable, right? We want them to stick in there. And then, of course, we want to talk about how live streaming helps you deliver on your brand promise, because it is the best way for people to get to know you and get to know what to expect from you and from your content and from your courses and what you have to offer them. And it also helps you make those meaningful connections that will be driving your business, driving your courses, driving your products. So that is our journey. That is what the journey we are on today together.
Beautiful. And I've just got a notification. We did make it to LinkedIn as well. So
excellent. Woo-hoo! I'm glad that got resolved for us. Yay!
Yay, we're across multiple channels. Bonus.
I have to tell you right now that my favorite part of being on live video is, you do all the prep work. You do, we have been preparing for this for months, it feels like. And I mean, I emailed you 2 weeks ago, like, okay, I want to know exactly what you want me to deliver. We've been preparing for this, but nothing beats live video when you're just like, oh, we'll just figure this out, right?
As we go along. And, I love it from that point of view, because we can have the most perfect presentations, the most perfect things, but this makes us human. This is us learning as we go along, and we're showing that technology works. And it also means, guys, when you go along and you're creating your own live streams, that stuff happens. But if you can adjust, it works.
Yeah. Just, it is nerve-wracking to get in front of the camera, but it's really not, because what, if you screw up or you make a mistake or you don't know, you just say, you know what? I don't know. Let's figure that out together, right?
Absolutely.
So we're here to talk about the future of content is live. So I don't know if you recall, but in 2016, they declared the year 2016 the year of live video. Now, of course, that makes sense. Facebook Live rolled out in September of 2015. So, and that, other sites immediately followed suit. That was a big deal. But I think we can all agree that the real year of live video was 2020, when we all popped on. Everything from fitness to fun to working out to socializing to happy hours to school, at work. My work was already online, as was yours, Linda, I know, but everyone else joined us here in our work from home, work on screen life. It was fantastic. So And 2021 has only taken it even further. Now, I want to talk to you about live video because of why you'd want to do live video over anything else you could be doing to promote your business, right? Like every other marketing initiative you could be doing right now. Why would you choose live video over anything else? Well, there's 4 reasons for that. 1, live video is interactive. It is live. It is not passive. In fact, we not only encourage you, we empower you as our audience to join us. In fact, I get really sad if you're not here because then I'm just talking to myself. So, now, of course, I kind of protect myself from that by joining live videos with engaging, wonderful people like Linda here. I always go live with a person. I don't know what I'd do without Linda, and I don't know what I would do without you. So you are an integral part of that, right? We all have that relative, maybe your mom or your dad, that used to yell at the TV and you used to always say, they can't hear you. Well, guess what? Not only can I hear you, I want to talk to you.
Exactly. And that is what live video gives us the opportunity to do.
And you get to participate in that conversation in real time. Like I am actually listening to you tell me like, oh, you fumbled that, I'm kidding. You'd never do that to me. Second thing, it is engaging. Live video attracts more online engagement than any other type of content online. And I'm talking about social media. I'm talking about blog posts. I'm talking about it is the most engaging. And all of the social media sites, their algorithms are tapped to prioritize live video over any other content. So of course, you go live, it automatically prioritizes it. And there's also a sense of urgency, compels people to go live. So we do this live demo, product Q&A about every other week for Restream. And every week it is live. It is crazy. It's interactive. Customers come to us. They ask us questions about our product. We're doing a live demo. And every single week that email goes out. And without fail, I get about 3 or 4 emails, probably an hour, like, is this recorded? Is this being recorded? Is this can I watch it again? It's 2 a.m. in Amsterdam. Like, I want to watch this. And it's like, and of course it is, but it's not always a given, right? And that makes people feel the need to email you and say, am I going to see this content again? I can't imagine anyone doing that for a TV ad, right? A TV commercial or an ad on Facebook. Like, when am I going to see that commercial again, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And then, the other thing is that it is inclusive. Now, we've talked about how Restream allows you to go to those 30 plus online platforms, which means that you are going where your person is at, where your people are at, right? So if they're watching on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, we can go to Amazon Live with certain tools with Restream. You can go to any number of places and you're going to where your audience is at. But above and beyond that, you also reach people the way they want to learn. Now, what I mean by that is, some people are visual. They learn more from seeing, from interacting, from doing the how-to. Some people are more auditory. I know that in my own experience, some of you are probably experiencing that this is a little bit of a podcast, even though it's live video. You've got it on the side. You're probably doing some other light work or something else because you're listening to it, because that's how you take in knowledge, right? Some people, they like to read. That's how they like to get information, like the scan. For some other people, reading's not their favorite activity, right? Or it's not the way they want to get information. And with live video, you meet every single one of those needs, right? So someone that's visual can see you, can watch you on video, can follow that how-to as I'm taking you through a step-by-step. I could be talking to you about how to set up a show and you could be on a different tab building the show along with me, right? Pausing, hey, wait a minute, what did you say? What did you mean about that, right? Someone that's auditory can listen to us. And then, of course, at the very end of your live stream, you can use tools to export it and instantly turn your live video into a blog post, right? Into a newsletter.
Hey, Grace, I got a really cool tool yesterday called Pictory.
Yeah? Tell us about it.
It is amazing for getting snippets. Like, it's very similar to Descript, amazing for getting snippets and captions out of videos. And it's amazing, guys. You should check it out. But you could do exactly that. You can take it transcribes your video, your blog post is done, you're off you go. And it was pretty accurate because I speak fast and I maybe had to make 6 changes. So had my name wrong. That's pretty standard.
That's okay. That's okay. I am perpetually in script. My name is Chris Fluffy. So,
Is it?
you know, yeah, that's my Descript name, you know? So, so yeah, absolutely. There's tons of tools. You know, I could do a whole show. I could come back again, do a whole show on the tools you could use to repurpose this content.
You know what?
But
You and I are going to have to talk tools on the Talk podcast. We will come in and have a chat on that.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. So I'm talking about one piece of content, right? So you and I got together, we planned the show, and you could turn this into, my goodness, I saw an article once that said you could turn one single live video into 157 pieces of content.
Absolutely.
157, that's amazing, right? And of course, the last reason why, not last but not least reason, is that you want to choose live video over any other initiative you could be doing. It is trust building. So we have an analogy in my company about door-to-door sales. So you can go to each door, talk to each person, but in this day and age, you're using live video to go to many doors at the same time, talking to people. And as you know, people tend to buy things and they want to be around people that they like, know, and trust. And what better way to build that trust and to get people to know you than with live video, right? So they see the passion in your voice. They see the warmth in your body language. They see that the fire in your eyes, so to speak, right? And like they're looking right at you. You're looking right at them and you're telling them exactly who you are, what you're all about, what they're going to get from you. I mean, I started off this webinar with, this is exactly what you're going to learn here, right? You know exactly where we're going with this. Those are the 4 reasons why I love live video. What about you, Linda?
Look, I think live video, but regardless of whether it's prefaced or not, it gives that human to human connection. And people are voyeuristic. Like, let's be really honest. They like to come and see, how are you doing today? What's going on? And you guys, we've combined this session with my normal Tips Tuesday session, which is part of what I do on a regular basis at 9:30 on a Tuesday morning. We're sharing a tip with you about how to run your business or do that sort of stuff. And this is why Grace and I are here this morning having this conversation, is to share that information with you and educate your market. And this is all about educating your market, but you need to show you are human. Marketing is no longer the perfect version out there of, here's a lovely brand, we put it in the box and it looks great. Like, absolutely have no problem on branding your graphics like we've done, and putting all that brand in place and putting intros and outros on and creating countdown timers and overlays that are going to look amazing. However, the reality of it is, people want the imperfections. They want to see that you're human. They want a human to human marketing. And that's not changed, because when the door-to-door sales rep went door to door, if he'd had 100 no's or he'd been, hot and sweaty outside, you would see that on the door-to-door sales person. They're just wanting to see that same connection from you. And live stream is a great way to do it.
Absolutely. I love the way you put that. It is that human connection and making that contact with someone. See, oops, I was on the wrong screen again. So I have some incredible live video stats for you. I was doing a little research on the e-learning market and the course creation market in preparation for our chat here. And I stumbled upon these stats, and normally I don't read slides, but I made the font teeny tiny, so I will read these to you. I will try to make it entertaining though. So I learned that the e-learning market is expected to be worth $370 billion with a B, $billion by 2026, which is not that far away. And I was oh my gosh. And I was actually looking at this stat again, and I found one that actually put it at over 4 billion, but the stat was the source. I didn't have enough time to completely vet it. I do like to vet my sources. So I went with this one because this is the vetted one, right? And then the other one, the other stat I wanted to share with you is that after watching a live video, 67% of viewers are more likely to buy a ticket or an event to a concert. Now, this is from Eventbrite. Of course, they sell tickets to events and concerts, but who's to say that it's not the same thing for a seminar, right? So they watch a live video with you, they watch a live interview with you, and they're like, hey, I really want to learn more about this group that you're running. I really want to learn more about this service that you're offering, right? 67% more likely to buy once they see you on live video. And
that's amazing. You got to think about that, guys. From that point of view, that's phenomenal. And that's statistically, you would buy ad space to get 67 more people to your event or more likely to engage with an event. You would buy ad space. So what about using live instead?
And think about how much time it would take for you to increase your Instagram following by 67%, right? Like, and then from there, like how many percentage are going to buy?
Yeah.
All right. So 49% of companies using live video features grew revenue, or companies using live video features grew revenue by 49% faster than non-video users, which means that just by using live video, you're already putting yourself ahead of your competition who may not be using live video. That is phenomenal. 50%, almost 50%. 80% of people would rather watch a video from a brand than read a blog post. So again, going back to that, people have different ways that they learn. People have different ways that they are engaging with information. Live video is it. Video hits all those marks. And why not watch a video where you can watch it, you can listen to it, you can interact it with other ways. 80% people would much rather you spend time on your live video than writing your blog post. It's right there. 45% of audiences are willing to pay for live, exclusive, on-demand video from a presenter of their choice. So once they've gotten to know you, they like you, they trust you, they are more likely to pay to have access to you once they've gotten to know you.
Yep.
It's amazing.
I get off this session and go into a live session with my marketing circle members who are all paid to come and do the next training session with me today.
Oh, I know. It's exciting, right? So
that's how it works.
That's how it works, right? 43% of conferences and concerts tied as the second most watched live video content. Of course, the most watched live content is breaking news, of course. But concerts and conferences, so all of these web summits, these webinars that we're doing, I know that the situation here in the US is we tried to be free. We didn't work out for us. We're scaling back. So I don't know what our fall is going to look like, but trust me, people are not giving up the virtual conferences. They're not giving up the virtual summits. It's still the safest way to do, right? And then 67% of viewers say that video quality is the most important factor when watching a live stream. So people will forgive a lot of things. I get forgiven every single week when I say Twitter instead of Twitch or Instagram instead of Facebook. And I just laugh and I'm like, we'll fix it in post. You know what I mean, right? Yeah. But when it comes to video quality, that's where people are, they're less likely. So, but good news is we're here to help you with that live video content. Restream helps you create branded live streaming experiences. And Linda, if I may, I'd like to show a quick demo of the tool.
Yeah, go for it. Absolutely. Right. Saves me doing it later.
Well, let me switch over to my other screen and I will just do a quick demo. So with Restream, like I said, you can go to 30 plus. Are you seeing my screen?
Yep, we can see your screen.
Great. All right, so you can go to 30 plus destinations and voila, here they are. So with Restream, with a pro account or higher, now we have different levels of accounts and I can send you that information if you're looking for specific things, but I will just speak about it in general. So with Restream, you can go live to Facebook and not only your personal account, you can actually go to multiple Facebook groups and multiple Facebook pages. You can go to multiple YouTube accounts. So I often stream live to when we're doing our show, we do it to our show channel and then we do it at some other guest channels as well. Twitch, Twitter, LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn's a little tricky. You have to have LinkedIn Live, and then you can only go to one LinkedIn at a time. That is a LinkedIn issue. That is what they wanted to do with it.
Can I give everyone a top tip applying for LinkedIn Live? You must have two-factor authentication turned on, or they will continue to reject your application. Turn it on, sit and let it wait for a good couple of weeks and then apply. They don't want you to turn two-factor on and then apply. They want to see that you're a good LinkedIn user and you're, it's like patting you on the head. You're a good user. Okay, now you can have access to the tool. But it's a process. And then if you get knocked back, don't reapply straight away. Give it 3 or 4 weeks. Try again.
Everyone I've talked to, just they've applied multiple times and they've finally gotten it. I think they are trying to expand it to more people. I don't know why they can't go faster, but
and they're looking for security. So if you don't have two-factor turned on, you will not get through at all because they want two-factor authentication turned on, which is fair enough.
Absolutely. So, and then if you want to go even further, we do have custom Rtmp, which allows you to go to tools such as OBS or Ecamm or vMix, whole other thing. So
or stream your Zoom sessions live like we're doing now.
Oh my gosh. So here is the cool thing. This is us in studio, and I'm actually on a different camera with this one. So you're going to see me all splotchy here. So you do have real-time channel destination. So here, I have social media live. I have the Restream channels, and then I have some of my personal accounts. Click here, and clicking on and just going live is as easy as that. I'm just toggling switches. I can turn them all on. I can turn them all off. The other cool thing is that I don't have to go live anywhere, and I could actually use Restream as a recording studio. So if you're recording content, or you just want to practice going live, you want to practice what it feels like, what it looks like, how to manage everything, you can absolutely do that. And you can actually record video, and we do save your recordings for up to 15 to 30 days, depending on the account level that you have. And then this is real-time channel management. And then let me go back here. Now you can also schedule events. Like I know Linda scheduled this event several weeks in advance, and that you would actually go in here, you title your event. Oops. Test. And then there used to be a limit that you could only go live at certain times. So it is still yesterday for me, guys. So.
Guys, the only limit that I've found is Facebook won't allow you to schedule a live more than 7 days in advance.
Mm-hmm.
So they still want the 7 days maximum notice.
Yep.
So
I just picked a random image from my group, and then you just crop it, and then next, and then I pick all the places I want to go live, and then I would create the event. And I'm not going to create the event because I'm not actually going to go live, but that would then post it on all of these social media channels as an upcoming live video. And so you could schedule events. You could also do pre-recorded events. So if you have a video, so let's say that we've taken the time to record this webinar, and Linda, you would want to reuse this and repurpose it to stream for a later time, maybe for a different time zone. You can take this recording from within Restream Studio and schedule it again as if it were a live video, and just manage the comments. So we do allow you to do pre-recorded videos. The other cool thing,
and you can upload videos, guys. Clive's doing his Monday Morning Motivation series uploaded, pre-recorded and uploaded, and then he's managing comments live at those particular events. So he's uploading videos. I think you need to show us the countdown timers though, because that's what half my course creators ask me. Where do I get a countdown timer? Now, my team designed these, guys. If you want them, you can head to Reed-Enever Group and order one. However, Restream also has a couple built in, which is a good way to get started.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So we have 4 of them. So we have a minute and then 30. I'll do one of the 30-second ones. I don't know if you can hear it, but yeah.
Nah, but there you go, guys. You can hear that's going live on your video, and it's the countdown timer. And from a Facebook point of view, I'm not sure from so much on the other channels, it gives the algorithm enough time to find you. So it says you've gone live. It's giving the algorithm enough time to find you, enough time to start presenting you in feed, and all of those sorts of things. And as I said, my lovely team do build them, and they do create them. So if you want to, head to renevergroup.com.au, and they'll still hook you up with a logo animation. And it is the countdown timers. Sorry, they can do logo animations too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And let me tell you, this is how easy it is to upload them. You click this button, like this is our 30-second promo that we have in, and all I do is click it in. It's uploading here. It might take a minute or two, but then and then you can just show them. You show them the videos. See?
Yeah,
that's our little promo video. Yeah. So you can do that for countdown timers. You can do that for promo videos. We do that for mid-rolls, pre-rolls. I know a lot of people will just do an intro, like who they are and what their show is about, so they don't have to redo it every week. Very slick, very cool. You can upload that here.
What about overlays? Let's show people their overlays.
Oh yeah, this is really
sorry.
Cool.
I'm the branding queen in me is coming out now, going, let's brand this baby.
Oh, absolutely. So this is an overlay for a show that we do called Livestream for Restream. This is our live demo, and so this is an overlay that our designer built for me, and it has my name, and then the little logo, and then we have some that are pre-built here. So this is one that comes standard with it, and then we also have this one, summertime. I guess it's summertime here. So it's almost summertime there, not quite, almost not summertime. another overlay. So, and you design those overlays too, don't you, Linda?
Yeah. We can help you with those, guys, if you want to have that branding and that sort of stuff. If you're watching my YouTube channel, you might see a tutorial on Canva on how to build your own, guys, in the next couple of weeks. We're just in the process of editing that one up right now. So
it is so cool. And let me tell you, once you learn how to do this, or once you get ones made, it is like a superpower for me. So I love it. And then the other cool thing is, we have different backgrounds, so you can't really see it because I'm full screen here, but anyway, we have different layouts that you can try. So let me see if you can invite up to 10 guests. So let me see if I can invite myself here. Sometimes this works. Oops. So here I am backstage with myself. And I'm go ahead and mute myself so we don't have that weird echoey thing.
Echoey sound. Yep.
And then you just let yourself in. See, now there's 2 of me. Too many people.
And you know what's really good with that, guys, is bringing if you're teaching people how to do things on mobile, you can bring your mobile phone in and you can teach how to do stuff on the mobile on the left-hand side there. And you don't go too small. The mobile doesn't come too big. It works amazing.
Absolutely. And I like the different layouts. So there's picture in picture. So when I'm presenting over here, I have my little picture here. If we have a panelist, we have multiple people here. So I love that. And then the other thing I want to show you is the chat feature. So you can't really see it very well here because we're not live. But as you go live, right here in this chat bar, you see all of the chats coming from wherever, from LinkedIn, from YouTube, from your Facebook group, from your Facebook page, anywhere that people are commenting, it all filters here. And you can easily bring them on screen like that.
Beautiful. We have a question. Can we test? And I'm just going to pop it into chat because I think.
Sure.
Can you test a live stream before you go live? I get worried that I'm going to go live and I'm not using it right.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So you can either go live and not click any of these channels and it'll go live and it'll go live, but it won't go anywhere and it'll just record it. So you'll have it in your Restream studio so that you can see what it looks like. And then you can test the run of show.
Yeah. And look, I think that's a really handy way of doing things. And from my point of view, we test, but I also jump in the studio when I'm doing Restream lives in the studio. I'll jump in the studio 5 minutes beforehand, just test my mics, test all of that sort of stuff, make sure that I'm all good. Like we do everything else, guys, testing beforehand makes a big difference. And we'll test whether that's working. And if that's all working, then I'll go live. And just give yourself that 5 minutes. Whether you're going live for using Zoom, whether you're going live using Restream, whatever you're doing, give yourself that 5 minutes, just come and go, does my mic work? Is the lighting right? Is the camera at the right angle? And it's going to really help you along the way.
Yeah, absolutely. And, make adjustments as you go along. It's a good way to test. And especially if you're not used to going live, it's a good way to practice the skill of like running the show and being comfortable in front of the camera and practice looking at the camera. It took me a long time to do that too. And then another cool thing I want to show you is that we have captions that you can load. You can load up to 300 different captions. So I had on a guest, Tina Brinkley-Potts, a few weeks ago. I was interviewing her. So I was just able to bring up her name and her business on screen, right? Same thing with here, like let us see your name, Restream community chat. So we have a Restream community on Facebook. So that was dropping in how to get your name put in chats. And then we have so these are really cool. You can, like I said, you can load 300 of them and you don't really need 300 of them. And I actually use this as my run of show. So when we're doing a show, I'll put the different segments. And as we're going through the show, like I will pop them up to say, like for instance, as we had on different guests, I had on the different names. And it's a good way to have your run of show on camera on in the studio with you, so you're not having to switch back and forth, figure out where you are. Or sometimes when I'm talking, I just get lost. Like I just get really deep in the conversation. Usually I have really interesting guests and we can just go off on whatever tangent. But
and we need the talking points.
We do need those talking points. So so all of these are completely customizable. So the backgrounds, the video clips, the overlays, the logos. So, lucky for me, I work for Restream, so I already have the logos in here. But if I wanted to create our own logo and have it, stuck up there, right? So hide that one. And then all I'm doing is you're seeing me clicking these buttons on and off. So this is what I'm doing as I am doing the show. And you could have up to 10 people on camera with you. So let me stop sharing that screen and then bring us back to
our screen check. Has anyone got any questions about the Restream studio at this stage, guys? Because we have Grace here, so we might as well answer them and have a bit of a chat along the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know for me, Grace, the biggest thing with Restream has been allowing me not to have to choose a channel, but to be able to deliver across multiple channels. And that's been huge for me to be able to deliver to my audience. And I watched different interactions and different engagements coming up from different people along the way as we've done that. And that's been phenomenal for me to be able to get out there. And I know as business owners and I know as course creators, we're trying to pick a channel. And quite often what we actually don't need to do is pick a channel. It's about amplifying our reach. And I'm looking at all those 30 connections and I'm going, hey, I manage Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. That's
absolutely. And I love that it brings it all in so that you can manage the comments and manage the conversation. And then with the chat overlay, which brings the chats on screen. I know some people don't always like to have it, but it's a cool feature because then someone on YouTube can see what someone on Facebook is saying, right? Or someone on LinkedIn. And so it brings it all together, right? Sometimes, I like to just call out guests and bring them on camera, bring them on screen. So that's how I integrate it. But it is really cool. You don't have to choose. And then I say go live to all of them, see which one works for you, see which one is growing the audience, and then invest more time into that. Invest more time marketing on there. But there's no reason why you can't go live everywhere. I mean, you might as well, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then break that live into little bits.
Absolutely. So I will...
I'll let you continue. Sorry, I just distracted.
Oh, no.
So I give people a moment to type questions if they wanted them.
Absolutely. Well, we are talking about how to create these live videos that are absolutely captivating, how to make these unforgettable live experiences. So I did a little poll among our Restream community of what things they do to make their live videos engaging, right? Their courses. So some people are using sound effects. I don't know if you're familiar with Owen Video. He is a live video trainer. You can find him anywhere as Owen Video. He uses a lot of sound effects. So we used to have him as a guest on our show, and he would always bring his own sound effects like bells and whistles. And I was just like, so he just came preloaded with these sound effects, but it's just kind of fun to break things up. You and I were just talking about these overlays and captions. The more creative, the more inventive, the more interesting, changing it up. The eyes like novelty, right? So the more that you're changing it up, changing the layout, moving people around, it keeps people interested and engaged because, it keeps them entertained. Of course, nothing beats amazing guest speakers and guest shows. So I love bringing on people that are way more brilliant than I am, and I interview them, right? Like I love interviewing them. Everyone has something to contribute. So when you have an amazing guest who's entertaining, engaging, and you're having an authentic, fun conversation, people want to be part of that too. So
absolutely. And for those starting out, if you're a little bit nervous about doing lives, do that. Bring in some guests.
Yeah.
Because you've got each other to bounce off then. And you can just keep going and have a conversation. And once again, bearing in mind, don't give up on live video because the numbers aren't high to begin with. The numbers don't need to be high in any form of marketing. What they need to be is engaged. So if they're staying to the end, if they're watching, if they're asking questions, if they're, clicking on your links after they watch your live stream, the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6 people that you got there, you would kill for the opportunity to present to those people in real life.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, and always pay attention to who is coming back to your lives, right? So, we have a small show, it's growing. It has a large viewership, but we have those people that are always commenting, they're always interacting, and we call them out. We're like, hey, Sabrina's back again this week, or hey, there's our friend Jen, she's talking to us, or Gary, that's a great question, Gary, you always bring good questions every single week. So acknowledge them, right? They're part of your community, which brings us to our next point, having a Q&A. So make it interactive. Make it so that the audience is involved, answer their questions. I always tell people whenever we do a show that like, these are the things we're going to talk about, but if the audience wants us to talk about something else, that's where we're going. That's what we're going to do, right? We're here for you. We're here to serve you. That's where we're going, right? So my script gets thrown out the window all the time.
Oh, absolutely. And so does mine. And mine will quite often get thrown out the window in the morning that I'm about to go live. Hey, Athena asked us a really good question, and we're doing this today. And I'm going to share with everyone why we particularly use Zoom webinar going through this process. We use Zoom webinar because it allows us to get a registration. Okay. A number of other reasons. It also allows us to build our email list, which, as a marketer, we own two things on the internet. Facebook God, like Grace and I talk about appeasing the Facebook gods or appeasing the LinkedIn gods, but just like, hey, the social media gods in general. Let's just appease all the social media gods and we'll be fine. But our email list builds, and then we're able to nurture people based off the things that they attend and let them know about the next workshops or the next webinars. But Athena's asked, how do we do it from Zoom? So once we've got our Zoom session, how do we actually allow it to go into Restream?
I can drop a tutorial on that, Linda. I
was going to say tutorials most probably better.
Yes, I'll send you a tutorial because we do have a step-by-step process. It's a tool. It's an Rtmp push. So you'd be doing it on Zoom and it pushes to Restream and then it would go everywhere. But I will email you that link because it is a step-by-step tutorial that I actually have to reference every single time someone asks. So
that's okay. We put it in our checklist.
Yeah, absolutely. I will make sure to send that to you.
But it is it's not overcomplicated. You're creating, in a nutshell, you create the event on Restream.
Mm-hmm.
Once you've created and scheduled the event on Restream, you'll get the Rtmp settings just straight from the little drop down. You go and pop those into your Zoom and you go custom live service rather than Facebook Live or YouTube Live when you're streaming. And it's actually not that hard once you get it underway. And that way you can still get the power of both. You can get the power of registration, you can get the power of live stream, and you can get the power of letting people know that you're about to go live throughout that process. So our Zoom gets created first, then we create our Restream event, then we link them both together.
Absolutely. And I will drop this in the chat.
Beautiful.
Link here to the article.
Spots. Fantastic. Thank you very much.
So there you go. That is a support channel. So the Restream help site is an incredible resource. So Restream has live 24/7 support. I can't believe I forgot to mention this. We have a live human being 24/7 support. So when you go into the Restream studio, there's a little chat button on the bottom. Click that and a live human being somewhere all over the world will respond to you. And I like to say that if it has been asked, it has been answered. So it will also pop up as you type in questions. It'll also pop up relevant articles that may have already been asked about the same topic so that you can follow the step-by-step. And then we also have a Restream blog that is updated. I mean, I don't think there's an article in there that's older than a year, unless it's technology that it doesn't happen anymore. But if it's something that we're using today, it's usually updated within the week with new updates. So those are some resources you can go to for Restream. So anyway, some other ideas we have for making the live stream more engaging. There's taking it outside. I sit in this studio, but one of our influencers, Amanda Robinson, she's the digital gal online. She did a video on our channel about using this gimbal tool to take her live streams outside. So so that's always fun. Music and movement. I don't know if you're familiar with Maria Petrucci of Live Streaming Pros. She opens every single video she does with some sort of dance, some sort of movement, get people moving, especially if you've been doing a live seminar, get up and do a stretch break, do a little dance, do a little Zumba. We do this a lot, trivia, polls, and contests. We usually do a giveaway whenever we're doing a live stream, whether it's free consulting or access to our tool or trainings. That's usually and then, challenges, just fun things. It doesn't even have to be anything to do with your course. Just be like, who has been sitting here the longest, right? Or who lives the furthest, or who's been, just fun little things like that. So just find ways to connect with people. This is a quote from my friend Luria: calling out someone's name and engaging with their comments and questions creates a special moment for that particular viewer. And you get to multiply that with every single viewer, every single person. Now, you can't always get to every single question, but usually people will have around the same questions. You can just be like, oh, so-and-so and so-and-so, you're all asking this. Here, let's connect with me. If you have more questions, here's where you can find me. We have more ideas of fun things to do on a live stream on the Restream blog. So you can find that at restream.io/blog. Fun live stream ideas. There were about 23 ideas of fun ways you can make your live streams engaging.
Awesome.
Absolutely. So And then now it's my turn to give something away to you.
Yay!
So I have been talking about live stream this whole time. I want to give you a very exclusive offer. It is a free month of Restream Professional. That is our tier with all the bells, all the whistles. This is the one that allows you to go to those multiple groups, multiple pages, multiple channels. This one allows you to do the recordings. Now, recordings are really cool. We record the video and the audio together. We record just the audio. So if you want to export it as a podcast or an audiogram, and then we also do split track recording. So as the case may be, one time I was on camera and our neighbors decided to put on a new roof on their
great.
while and the roof is right outside my window here, right? So all of my audio was like brr, 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 right? So we were able to take that audio, clean up just my audio, didn't do anything else to our guest, didn't do anything else to my co-host, and they were able to just clean up just my audio. So, or if you just want to take a really killer clip from one of your guests, right? And I tend to interject always at the wrong time. I'll say something, I'll be like, no, you'll get a clean copy of that quote. So I love that. So anyway, please, you can go to Restream.
Can we pop that link in the chat for the guys?
Yes, I absolutely will. So I will pull it out in just a minute here. Let me see if it'll opens tab somewhere over here. All right, I'll pull it up in the chat as soon as we're out of here. Anyway, so that is you can use Course Creators and checkout, and I will also pull this chat in. I will also pull this link in the chat.
Yep.
So here's where you can find out more about me. You can find me on LinkedIn, Grace H. Duffy, or join us on the Restream YouTube channel. That is just YouTube, restream.io. And these are just a few of our shows. We've got Owen Video. He is doing a series right now on how to use live video for different kinds of businesses. So he did a show last week on, or the week before, on coaches and consultants. He's been going through different verticals, different types of industries. So churches, real estate agents, doctors and professionals, just how do you live stream for that type of business? It's an incredible series. Our friend Bradley talks about video graphics. Ian Anderson Gray, who's such a sweetie. I love him. He talks about how to take your live video and turn it into a podcast, which is a whole other medium that you can also access. Yep. Amanda Robinson, the Video Marketing Show, she talks about how you can use ads to promote your live videos and promote your business. So that's a great series. And then we have our friend Scott talking about going through each channel. So what do you need to know about each channel? You know, he's gone through Facebook, he's gone through YouTube, he's gone through Twitter, and he's just going through about 12 of the main platforms of the 30 plus that we go to. And then of course we have our specials with people like Guy Kawasaki, who's talking about how to build influence with live video. We also have a phenomenal Restream community on Facebook. You can just find that at restream.community, and it is a great place for people that are just getting started in restreaming or people that have been doing it for a little while and looking to level up. So thank you guys, and I will stop sharing so that I can share that link with you.
Beautiful. I've also popped in a link from PartnerStack from our end as well. So our referral link is there as well, guys. If you use the code Course Creators, but I'll also get the direct link from Grace so that we can get it all started and we are all good to go. Okay, homework, because I always love a little bit of homework and I love everyone to being able to commit to something. Today, we've spoken about the world of live streaming. We've spoken about how you can live stream, how you can prevent your information out there and be able to connect and share with your audience. What I would love for everyone to do is remember that when it comes to marketing, when it comes to live stream marketing in particular, everything is going to be perfectly imperfect, okay? There is no perfection when it comes to the hour. So I'm not going to say today, because, you know, giving you homework for today, although Marketing Circle members, be aware that I might actually say today when you get into your session. I want you to write down when you're going to go live, plan your next live topic. And if you need a topic, go to your blog and see what is the top search traffic on your blog post in Google Analytics and run with that, or the top post that you've put out on Facebook or Instagram and run with that. We have half of the country in lockdown here in Australia. Give them something entertaining to engage with. You know, I was listening to the Today Show this morning and I heard Ali say that she watched a beach whale being rescued for 2 hours yesterday because it was something different. So
Oh my gosh.
take this opportunity to educate and entertain your market by popping up in their feed live and giving them something actionable that they can do at this moment in time. And I get it. I understand, as a leader of a community of 33,000 business owners, I get it. I get that at moments like now, you're feeling maybe you shouldn't show up. The thing is, they want you to show up. I learned that last year. They want you to show up. They want you to be human, and they want you to create some sort of connection with them. So my live streaming component, my how-to sessions, my regular based training memberships that we've got for the Marketing Circle started before that. But the one thing we got out of lockdown last year was my Marketing Circle members needed to catch up twice a week as a community, just to feel like they were okay and feel like that they're doing that. So that became another service that we offered. And as you go live, there is something on live video, guys, that you cannot get on a pre-recorded course or a pre-recorded training or a pre-recorded webinar. And that is your students telling you what they want to learn next. And you only get that live. You do not get that anywhere near as well. And you can adjust, like Grace and I were talking about, adjusting topics and that sort of stuff. If you get on a live stream and you find all your audience is not at the level you've prepared that live stream for, you can all of a sudden change it out and talk to the audience that is there at that moment in time. So my challenge working challenge is, when are you going live and what are you going live about? Put it in the comments. I'll hold you accountable to it.
I'll hold you accountable too from over here.
We're all going to stalk you until you've done it. You have 30 days of pro to give Restream a try. Head on to the link. Give Restream a try. I'm going to thank Grace for joining us today. I'm going to do one final check on questions across the platforms. Athena's going live today at 12 noon. That is awesome. I'm going to hold her to that one. We will be off our Marketing Circle how-to session in time for that one. Athena, I can see it now. And I'll be over there watching your live stream. Okay, connect with your audience in a way that you can. Grace, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for coming in and talking to us about how we can engage our people in a live format. I'm sure there's been many of our members and many of our community out there that have enjoyed understanding how Restream works and how to multi-stream at the one time and get the most out of that content that they're creating.
Thank you for having me. This is such an enjoyable session. I love talking to you. You've got so much energy. You've got an amazing community. I know, digging in, researching this, I was so impressed. And so it is an honor to be here. And thank you so much.
I look forward to seeing you around. Guys, you will see us over the next little while. Go give Restream a try. Head to the Course Creators Circle community group and pop in. We'll put in a thread for those of you going live so that we can support each other and we can all go live together and watch in and tune in some of those lives. So I'll get the team to put a post in there so you can push your live videos in there so we can go follow you later on throughout the process. Grace, one final tip for the audience today.
Just go live. Just do it. I mean, I know that we're just saying it, but you know what? Just do it. Restream was designed so that you don't have to be an awesome video producer. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have done this. Like my first time live streaming, I had to connect myself with these like earbuds and put the arms on my chair so I wouldn't wander off. And I did it. And the more that you do it, and the first time you do something, it's going to be a little like jarring, but you do it again and again, and you get comfortable with it. You get good co-hosts, you get good guests, you get a good audience, you get a good rapport, and it's just like having a conversation. This has been such a joy, Linda. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Grace. Thanks for coming in. Guys, we'll see you all around next time. Thank you for joining us. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.
Bye.